Okay, welcome to KMTV, and we are here on the 18th Street in Cinco, where we are interacting with some of the authority from the EPA, especially the EPA boss himself is here, and they are come here to shut down some illegal businesses operating in the country. So we are in conversation with the acting ED. Welcome to our interview, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, we see you here today, but the public want to know what are you here for?
Basically, this is big fence. This is down 18th Street. As part of our routine operation, we got a tip off from the public, from the community, that there are some activities ongoing in this fence. So, as per the law, we send our inspectors 1 or 2 days ago to come and ascertain to know what operations are ongoing, because we check in our database, we realize that the operation here is not cataloged in our database. An operation of such magnitude as per the law, they must attain an environmental permit prior to operation. Unfortunately, since we have not seen them in our database, we ought to send our inspectors to come and verify. But against Section 95 of the Environmental Protection and Management Laws, our inspectors were denied entry. So based on that, as per the law, we are supposed to enforce the law. It is in that regard that we have come here today. As the EPA, as the acting head of entity, have come to enforce an order to ensure that we know what is happening here. And since we are aware of what is happening here, and it is unsustainable, it is against the environmental law, we are ultimately going to shut this place down. This is the tale of its conscience last week, and it's a nationwide initiative that we have embarked upon. We realize that because the country is experiencing a shutdown because of the global pandemic, people are exploiting that situation. People, I think it is a time to rapidly, violate with no formula. Based on, these multiple violations, and we do not want the virus to serve as a reason why we will sit and the environment gets degraded. So, it's against the laws to unsustainably exploit groundwater. In the work case, this is done with our environmental permit.
So you have not inspected the place, and maybe the public will say you want to preempt that they are doing something that is against environmental law.
Well, right here, a truck just passed by us with water, a very big truck. The fact that a truck will be leaving from there with water in it, and then I'm telling you, we have the records in our possession. We suggest that this place is not registered. The Wash Commission is here. Wash Commission doesn't know about them. EPA doesn't know about them. I'm not sure the Water and Sewer know about them. And of course, we have a technology that allows us to know what is going on here. You saw my colleague right at the back. He's our GIS specialist, the Geo Information Service specialist. So just by sitting right here, we have a device that will tell us, and we can visually, try to analyze what is going on. What is going on in that. So basically, even without talking to them, we know what is going on there, because like I told you, we got intelligence, we got our inspectors, and we have a series of complaints from community dwellers, and consistent with what we call the citizen suit under the Environmental Protection and Management Laws. The citizens have the right to a sustainable environment, and as government agency, as the national competent authority, it is our obligation, it is our responsibility to ensure that we come to a facility like this to enforce the environmental protection and management.
Are you operating illegally?
They are, yes, operating illegally, operating with our environmental permit, exploiting groundwater without the acquiescence of the environmental authority. Wash authority is not aware, and there are multiple. There are multiple violations. So we are here to enforce a shutdown order. And I'm glad you guys are here from the media. You will, physically see what is unfolding there, and then there is a shutdown order that will be read subsequently by me. So
So after the shutdown, what next?
After the shutdown, what next? This is the first step to bringing them in compliance. But after the shutdown, we will oblige them to come in compliance with the law. Now, if this environment is feasible, if this environment meets all of the minimum requirements set by law to have a permit, then we'll grant a permit. But if not, then it remain closed forever. So that's the next step.
Okay, thank you so much.
I don't know. The place has no name. the place is illegal.
Okay,
It has
I
no
think
name.
they have all access to it.
Yeah. So now, so this is the fence. So which side you can take the water from? Which side you can?
I told you regular.
Oh, you can show where you're taking the water from. So you see, so normally this type of operation, right? You see the oil spill.
Yeah, they won't. It's just like
the
the
car-
teaching oil. When you
So
hold
that's
in
why-
when you hold in a barrel, the Tony.
So just a response to you. That's why the EPA should be aware. Because you see the ground, right? You're degrading the ground. This will leach and it has the tendency of contaminating the soil and contaminating groundwater, right?
The guys came here yesterday. To allow them to access this facility, and then they see. When we see this problem, we advise.
So now that you are being granted access, will you still give them the penalty measure? They told you they are not doing water business.
No, so we are assessing. You are still here. We are assessing. Just hold on. You will see what we are here. We are assessing. Technicians are assessing. You can see. Beyond water business, the fact that you have a lot of trucks parking in here in this thing, and they are dealing with lubricant things that can contaminate the ground. We should be aware. So all these trucks in here.
So please, I hope you're taking it.
What is blaming?
I have got a place.
How you call it?
Huh?
The fence?
Yeah, how you call it error?
Smell fence there.
Smell fence.
Smell
well.
Yeah. Okay, this is Shimmers, and Shimmer is owned by Musa Hassan Bedete, and he's a popular name in this country that you all know of.
This is how they are exploiting the water.
No, the reservoir.
Okay, the reservoir.
Yeah.
What is your water source?
No one is just up here. They can
You
just
mentioned you're not sure it. You still got to check for your seat.
Oh, but I'm not drinking water now. You know, our water's not here. Check my water.
What leaking from the truck? Excuse me, brother.
This is a water truck. This is
Brother.
not a full truck.
Huh?
This truck
Excuse me, brother.
is a truck.
This is your water truck, right?
Hey,
I'm not the one who owns that truck.
Go ahead.
the water source here.
Yes, sir, the boom right
There's the
here.
water source. Do the kind of thing.
There's the boom right
There's the water source.
This is just talking from here, right? You just talking and keep calling. This is the borehole.
Another water source here.
You just had it.
So you're seeing it right here? This tile was here. He took it to conceal it.
There's the
So
water
yeah,
source.
so this is the source of the water.
Source of the water. And in as much as they have full
So they are mining water in here also.
There's one right here.
And this is the source of the water.
That's how they're doing. Yeah. Here's the water tank.
But there's the water source. Don't hit it.
We're not saying.
I just say we should do our job. And the other do the job.
You got few tankers, but you also have water tankers.
This is the water source.
So it's nice to the source of the water.
Yeah.
This is where they are unsustainably extracting the water
You
from.
got serious sanitation issue here. What's that sound, Darrell?
Everything is just.
This is the water.
I agree. But this place, people are exploiting groundwater from here.
Who has found the groundwater?
There's an evidence to this. So this truck.
You see the truck right here?
Okay.
Just
If
come
we are boss,
and exploit the water.
The truck has water. There's evidence. This is pure evidence.
please, you have some kind of container so we can take some of the water from it.
This is evidence. So you first need to do that from up to know from the dipping line. Because this is a real evidence.
And what are you talking about getting sample of the water? What are you doing
I don't
with
speak
it?
to the press.
Okay.
Talk to my chief.
He talked about getting source of the water.
So he says sample
No,
of the
sample
water.
of the
We
water.
get sample of the water, take
Yeah.
it to our standard laboratory to test it and see the quality. Because if this place you extracting water from here, supplying it, we don't know where you're supplying it. So the quality of the water we make up to make further determination. The possible the water is being extracted and sold out there, and it has some sanitation effect, and it has some health effect. So that's the reason why we are going to collect the water sample, take it to our laboratory, and test it to see whether our minimum water quality standard. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
And you see, the law says every time you extract water in huge quantity like this, it's no longer for personal use, it's for commercial use. Once the water is extracted for commercial use, it must be regulated. Because this is a natural resource, and every resource it belongs to the government. So this is illegal, and this is violation of not just the Environmental Protection Management Law, but also the 2012 Water Sanitation and Hygiene Act. Read the Water Sanitation and Hygiene Act of 2012. So that's why you see our colleague from the WASH Commission are also here, because it concerns them. And he talks about, you see the environment, sanitation here is not enhanced to the fullest. So again, there are multiple reasons why we are here today.
So, sir, from the water side, could you speak to that?
Basically, the director has spoken about everything. They are in complete violation. When we were looking for the source of their water, we also look at the sanitation aspect. They are also in violation of that. The place is very bad in terms of sanitation, as you can see. We were also looking at the water source. They are taking water here for distribution. We don't know where they are distributing the water. We don't know for what purpose. But there are evidence here to show that they are actually distributing water. The truck here has water in it, and this is a water source that was hidden from the director. They informed the director that they are actually just distributing fuel from here, and just to realize that they are also extracting water from the ground for public distribution. So they are just in complete violation. But the director will speak to the rest of the issues.
Thank you.
My name is Frank Foucault, the Inspector General from WASH Commission, the Water Sanitation and Hygiene Commission.
Thank you so much. Yeah, again, is
How
the
deep is this
water
well?
source.
This is the hole, man. Okay, so you're only on security, right? Oh, you're only here for the Shrimex. So the person who owns this place is Honorable Snow.
Yeah, Honorable Snow.
That's his property right here.
Yeah, that is property.
Okay. So Shrimex is in some agreement to kind of store their tankers here.
Two different. I can say two different.
Two different
Yeah,
entities.
groups. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Shrimex and which one?
Huh?
Which one? What's the other one? Okay.
You get somebody to speak on.
No, but listen, you're doing well. Listen, you're doing well. I understand. That's why we're not putting any pressure on you, right? You've already made it clear to us your year in Shrimex interest. Okay? But again now, you will do well for us to tell us what's the other entity that is operating when it comes to this different water, this water issue.
I don't know. I don't really know anymore.
They don't have a name.
I don't know what name.
So do you know that if your own guy as a security officer and this tanker gets missing, you're going to be held liable for it?
And for me, I tell my employer now told me that I'm coming personal for this. I'm not responsible for this.
So if this thing gets missing right now, it's none of your prerogative?
It's not responsible.
Really?
Sure.
Huh?
Sure.
My man. Hey, yeah, la passe donc.
Those guys,
No, you know, listen, do well for yourself because you know you're being recorded to have media here and everything. So let's do the right thing. Like I said again, my boss has already said, right? You're extracting water for public use.
This facility is owned by our lawmaker in personal humble Melvin Snow, Elder Melvin Snow. So I hope we will get to him also to follow up on.
Drinking water.
I got one already left. I think they just picked this one.
Yeah.
My man, move for him, man. You want to take care of the moment I don't get for you. We do it for you. We see the evidence and say that few in there.
you know,
Yeah,
you
so
know
why
what
the other entity doesn't have-
know.
So why
Names
to be
that-
honest with you guys,
To be honest with that, you all get people to speak on behalf of that. And now here for our bosses coming today, we will tell the difference. Yeah, we tell the difference. We don't know.
the reason why we took this out today. On this area. Actually, I put it down for the meetings and the other entity also will have to be security. Now, we're not interested in water, but it's not the case. You're the only security, which means that you're actually watching water, Shrimex property, and the property of this guy who's involved in the water extraction. So you see what I'm talking about? Because right now you're a dealer. If anything happens here, why you allow it? You don't oversee everything. You know what I'm saying? So the facts, like Brother can say, they're stubborn. So we have it right. So we just want to know what you're doing. If there's a need for us to advise you.
Yeah, so where the management be here before the 12 and 1. That's the point.
This man get EPA permit? This man no EPA.
She meant no.
You didn't know that EPA permit? So you know what you're talking about.
What?
Yeah.
Why people?
We didn't get it. So are you my manager?
No, you're not a director.
When the business put on get money, all you do when the business
Man, you. One at a time.
So we say here we don't know if the shutdown order will still be implemented by the EPA. Wow.
So, what will happen? So, what am I? So, the man here?
Yeah, you guys see what traffic, eh?
Yeah.
Any call coming? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Please come here, Chief. Where is he getting?
So this vacation.
It should be for today what?
If I want to know something, you have more than one company operating in here in case the other are in compliance.
It seems like it's more than one. Who knows?
The thing about they're operating the same fence. So one is in violation, so we have no option. At least, yeah, one is in violation. The other one, a gas company, I see gas, truck parking here. And so we here for people exploiting groundwater unsustainably. And also, even the oil company, they are oil spillage all around here. So they do their fault because you doing oil spillage. EPA should be aware of your operation so that we can monitor and you know.
No, yeah. Okay, you will have a communication. So, there's a communication here. We're going to read this communication.
For your camera, man.
We have Environmental Protection Agency of Liberia, P.O. Box 4024, Post Precinct Call, Tottenham Boulevard, 1000, Monrovia, 10, Liberia. May 27, 2020. The management, Water Extraction Company, 18th Street, Beachside, Monrovia, Liberia. This address is so because we refuse to give us full information about the company operating here. It reads, dear management, I present my compliment and hereby and by this communication institute a shutdown order due to an illegal activities involving your operation of water extraction within a residential area situated on the 18th Street. Project of this nature required an environmental impact assessment and licensing prior to operations as stipulated in Annex 1 of the Environmental Protection and Management Laws of Liberia, the EPML. Additionally, a team of environmental inspectors were disallowed to access your facility on May 26 on grounds that the manager of the facility was not available to grant any permission. This act is in complete violation of Section 95 of the Environmental Protection and Management Laws of Liberia as follows. Failure 1. Failure to obtain an environmental permit prior to the operation. 2. Obstruction of an environmental inspection. 3. Operating an industrial project within a residential zone without an environmental management plan. Unbearable noise via the unregulated movement of vehicles. 6. Unregulated vehicle emission of pollutants within residential zones. 7. Unauthorized exploitation of groundwater. In view of the above mentioned, you are required to shut down all operations and proceed with the relevant environmental study prior to operation. Failure to adhere to this stringent action consistent with Environmental Protection and Management Law of Liberia. Please accept the assurance of my high esteem and consideration as we strive for sustainable environmental management. Kind regards, Honorable Ronald Masakwa Dubayu II, Acting Executive Director, Chief Executive Officer, CC Kape, Honorable Frank Musa Dean, Minister of Justice. This is a communication. You just sign for it on my copy.
No, I mean, no. I'm lazy to get it, but now I just get some because I think that my boss will do that. Yeah, my boss will do that. I think nobody will do that. No, I'm not making tea, huh? Who am I to solve this?
Okay.
I haven't improved. My boss is. I
Yeah,
can't
bring
do
it
that.
up. Bring the line, refuse the song.
You refuse the song.
Hey, open it.
That push it off. Please remove your lock. Please remove the lock.
Yeah, that's
Bring something, man. Find something like that thing. Go up. You can hit it. That all the lock. I thought you the other lock in the pocket of the car. Steve, what the other lock?
So,
You may say you will soon be here.
I brought
you get the stuff?
You will soon be here.
You get the stuff?
I thought you want to lock in the car. Go for it.
The beef pocket.
The side pocket. The side pocket.
What on the minute lag it? Yeah.
So, the man can cancel. Stop. Vai que é Zoé?
The shutdown order has been implemented, and the company that is operating the water business here is unknown.
Oh, Amen.
You know what you do? Eh? Put one round in the water. On that side. Guess what?
That's not ready, man. I'm not ready.
Well, okay, so
Other people come to you and you disrespect it in the form of the mindset that is settled in it.
Amen. The men open that gate? Hey, they open it? Yeah, they open it. Like me,
don't worry, they'll come here and eat liver combine here. Now eat liver combine here. When I eat liver combine here, don't worry. So,
Excuse me. Mama, listen, my man. Listen, my man. We've been talking to you here with respect, right?
sure.
We come here to do a particular job. Yeah. You don't allow anybody. We've been speaking to you. Don't allow anybody to disrespect anybody here.
No, never.
If you say you cannot refuse it, we have the form. We are not doing things on our own here. My man, if you
Don't hold nothing here. I say, don't hold nothing here.
he said he's a supervisor here.
What?
No, listen. If you keep using that utterance, we'll use a law on him. We've been talking to you here respectfully today. Okay? The same way you respect your boss, and the same respect you should give to us. We come here, we respect you, and we're talking to you. Everything we're doing here, we're doing it by the law. So when we talk to you, we don't expect that man as a supervisor to be using all the words. You don't do that. We're acting by the law. If you can hold the paper, this is what you should have done first. Excuse me, this is what you should have done first.
No,
We came here, we have been disrespectful from the beginning to the end. No, we are not interested in that. What we're interested in, we're dealing with this place. We're not interested in that. You have people, man, you see here, your supervisor you have here is insulting everybody here. When you're talking to us or listen to you, what kind of disrespect is that? No, that they don't come in cheap. We're doing a piece of job. We're talking to them. Do that. I mean, you too small. You insult anybody with you say See, they stop all operations. You think I'm able to go against the law? You want me to go against the law? Is that what you're asking me to do? No! Little chief, you can allow me to get in my car to go?
Okay, I think the order has already been implemented. So, and I think it has not been easy. The cars here refuse to receive the communication from the EPA authority, and the security car here said that this facility belongs to the lawmaker Edwin Melvin Snow of Bowman County. And this is how we come to the end of this interview. We hope to talk to Honorable Snow if he's aware of the water mining in this company. Thank you very much for being with us.
Coronavirus prevention in Liberia. Its signs, symptoms, mode of transmission, and prevention.
Let me say, Reo, the sign it will show you the sickness that will catch you, how you can catch it, and how you can protect yourself.
Man Benu, what really making you sit down so sorrowful like this?
Abulai, you not hear the Ministry of Health say one new sickness called coronavirus making people sick in other countries than in the world?
Coronavirus? Hey God, what kind of sickness is this again? How people can catch it?
Abulai, my dear brother, the data people say this sickness making people sick and now spread around plenty countries around the world, and you can catch this sickness